Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another video. In this particular video we are going to talk about what should be your important area of testing when you are looking at any web application, or maybe even you are going for a bug bounty or looking for interesting amount or maybe huge amount. So let's get started. If you are new to my channel, please go ahead and smash the subscribe button and do hit like and share this channel video with everyone so that they get to aware about this channel and they also learn. So when we talk about web application, there are a lot of vulnerabilities that comes into picture, and in fact I'm just going to go straight to the point, not talk about all those things around me like your different vulnerabilities. So there are already multiple videos I have already posted about web application security or things like API security and all those things. So in this particular video I am not targeting all those things, I am only focusing my point that I wanted to say. So I have seen a lot of security reports or maybe different security tester and their approaches. They usually see, or whenever they are going for a web application, they usually see the low bug first. When I say the low bugs, it's like, you know, they will see whether the cookie is marked secure or not, whether the what is the response for this particular header and all those things, right? Even they see a banner, something, they report it. So I just don't want you to be focused on those areas, right? It's okay to be if you are a beginner or something, but these days even beginners comes with lot of skills when they are in a corporate environment, or even they are going for a bug bounty, because they knows that these low issues doesn't usually help them to give them a big reward or something like that. But when you find something like XSS or even things like, you know, remote code execution, command injection, SQL injection, privilege escalation, in those kind of attack you get more bounty paid, or even you are finding those kind of issues, that is going to get more high priority or maybe severity for the impact of the application. Again, this particular video also targets most of the beginners, because beginners usually commit this mistake. Even you are intermediate, I have seen people with 4-year, 5-year experience, they still find out these low kind of issues and put into report. So don't be like that. But if you are a professional, or maybe you are like, you know, having more than 7 or 8 year experience, or you are already in an expert level, then I'm sure that they are not committing those kind of mistakes. But yes, when you are at that level, when you are at beginning phase into your corporate journey, or even you are a bug bounty, you usually find anything like you see even an you know, course mark to be star mark, then you start go ahead and reporting as a course issue. But it should not be the case. You should not be look for the issues like, you know, which are pretty much not exploitable in just theoretical things like, you know, I have seen also people reporting your HSTS header is missing and all those things in different bug bounty as well. So don't be like that, who is someone actually going ahead and looking for those kind of low issues. In fact, try find something interesting, which are the area which usually people don't see. Things like you can go for privilege escalation. I've already made a video on like how to find privilege escalation using different birth plugin like, you know, your authorize or things like, you know, auto repeater, all those things. I have already made some videos on that, so go ahead and check that. In fact, I'll put the link in the description so that you can get some idea. So don't be someone who is actually looking for low bug. In fact, try for finding high bug. When I say high impact bug, things like you know, you can look for SQL injection. In fact, one of the issues that I find most of the time is CSRF token bypass. A lot of developers implement this CSRF token pretty much wrong way, and I already spoke about this CSRF issue in one of my videos, like removing the token, changing the post method to get method, and even things like, you know, using the duplicate token, or things like even copying the CSRF token from one account to another account. So those are the interesting findings which people do not test. So they see the CSRF token is there and they just move ahead and they say, okay, we don't want to test for CSRF issue. But most of the cases you will come up with things like, you know, CSRF bypass, even by changing method. So those kind of tricks work whenever you are testing for an application, even you are going for a bug bounty. Even you use this above things like, you know, in the response you will have different code, or you will have things like, you know, status change from true to false or 0 to 1. Those are the area which are not been picked by your scanner. Things like your different scanner, I have already spoke a video on that, like how does this vulnerability scanner work. So those are the area which the scanners won't catch. So that is the point where you as a manual pen tester or security tester, you will find it most of the time when you are testing for those kind of issues. Another really important point that I wanted to say, things like file upload. So whenever you are having, say, file upload functionality, do put highest important or prioritize that area to test before testing any other area, because file upload is one of the area where 99% of time I'll see some of the issues. Even most of the time what the people do, they will just upload some of the dummy exe file, and they say like, okay, this particular file upload functionality is not been validated properly, I am able to upload some binary and it may cause some malware issues and all those things, right? But again, that is not what you would see as an experienced pen tester, or even you are if you want to take yourself to the next level, don't just report those binary and other things. I understand that those are like good issues, but it should not be the limit, right? So you should be try focusing on testing for issues like maybe uploading a shell, or maybe uploading some path who could actually read some other file from the server, or maybe you will get lucky enough to find issues like SSRF or XXC in those file upload areas. So don't just limit to testing for only file upload like JPG and all those things and say this is an issue. Try exploiting it. Also, I have seen a lot of time people, when they find some XSS or another thing, so they just not only report as an XXS, they also report it in URL redirection just by manipulating the HTML content, and this says, okay, this page, so when you open this will redirect you somewhere else. So this is one of the area where you need to be smart enough. So you need to see that if you are reporting as an XSS, you will get more bounty rather than you are reporting as an URL direction. So think it in that direction, you will definitely end up more bug bounty. Again, I'm not saying that you should not report those kind of issues. You can report, of course, but I just wanted to say my point of view towards enhancing your skills, enhancing the methodology of reporting a bug, so that you will get a more value out of it. So these are some of the points that I wanted to say, like look for some of the critical bugs or high priority or impactful bug rather than looking for a low hanging bug, because any low hanging bugs are being catched by different other security researchers as well. But you want to be a smart guy, you want to be a experienced person, you want to show your skills to others, then find out those kind of high or critical bugs, so that you will get more value than any other pen tester in your organization or in your team, or maybe as an individual. So I hope this video would have helped you to understand something. If you have anything query, or if you have any comment or feedback, do write in the comment box. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Thank you.